Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up, Pete? And Yin Yet and Pete's here. What's up, guys? I totes didn't even realize anybody else was still running live streams, so I totally stepped on everybody. Yeah, you guys can all ignore me till those guys are done. That was my bad. My bad. So, the magic will still be happening when those guys are done. You know what I mean, guys? Like, you know what I mean. Come on. Come on now. If I got the magic, it'll still be happening when those guys are done. So, you know, just thought I would stop through here, pick some locks, be a little bit of a jerk. You guys know I've been having, well, some of you guys know I've been having a rough time of things lately. Just found out some bad news over the last few days, so it's been rough. It's been super, super rough. So this gets my mind off of things, and I apologize if I stepped on P-dubs or New House. I'm sorry, guys. But you know what? There's plenty of you lovelies to go around. So we can all share. Sharing's caring. And you guys can wait to come back, you know, till those guys are done. If you want to. But yeah, I felt like sitting down and picking and, you know, doing my thing. So... yeah, just had some crappy news. Don't know how things are going to turn out. Pretty bummed out. And so, yeah, just trying to get my mind off things. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all. You guys keep me sane. you goddamn lunatics keep me sane, believe it or not. Yeah. Y'all keep me sane, believe it or not. But hi, guys. Hi. I see a bunch of people popping in. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way in and, you know, throw up some little hearts over there or, you know, smiley faces or whatever the hell's on the corner there. All that stuff really helps out the channel. Really helps out the channel. Yeah, all that engagement. So feel free to tell me off if you want, or, you know, whatever you guys got going on. So what's everybody up to? It's a work night, right? So you guys all have work in the morning? Is that what's going on? Work in the morning? I need like a picked pile. I need to make a nice, impressive picked pile here. How about this? Let's see. Hold on. I should dump these out and make these be my picked pile, huh? That would look super, super cool. Actually, I'll take them all out of here. Then I'll refill it when they're picked. We'll just set them up like little, deceased soldiers. You know what I mean? All right. What do we got next? Let's get some of these easier ones out the way. So hi. Who's all here? Let me quickly look at the chat and say hello to everybody. I am so excited you all guys are all here. Yin Yet, Southpaw Pete, Vector Potential, Keybeard, Sean Casey, Luckchuck, Stu, Elijah Carney, Not Too Dead, and Mr. Inferno. What's up, guys? What's up? If I missed anybody, feel free to leave me a middle finger in the chat. And, you know, I will say hello. So, yeah, what's everybody up to? School night? Vector says, yes, can't hang out too long. That's okay. Hi, Nate. Welcome. So, yeah, just picking some locks here with some of these profiles that I got. Like I said, I've been testing them out, trying them out. I usually just pick with basically a short hook, you know, or just a hook profile. And wait, what? Are you serious, Pete? 21 in chat and 11 likes. What are you guys trying to do to me right now? I told you guys I was emotional going into this whole thing. And this is the likes I get? 11? Oh my God, you guys are killing me. You're killing me. It's free. It's free to hit the button. Hit the button. Do it. Hello, Chris. Hello, hello. GK Man, what's up? Oh, got another one. All right. And GK Man, I swear to goodness, I just made you a moderator like a day ago. I tried to find your name in the... Let me do it right here. Add. Yeah, I did this the other day, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened. For some reason, it didn't show. It didn't, it didn't show up today. And then I tried to do it earlier before I started, and yeah, it didn't work. I couldn't find your name in there, so I don't know. But what's up, guys? Who else showed up? Gallo and Jeff. Hello, hello. If I want you to like, I have to earn it the hard way. Oil up? Nah, I don't need to oil up to pick these locks, son. Yeah. Yeah. No need for that. Yeah. Actually, I do have some stuff that, what's his name sent me. Can't remember what's it called. Dom. The Dom spray. But yeah, don't need that. Don't need those. I'll just make a mess all over my desk. Nope. No, thank you. Yeah, there it worked. That was weird. I wonder why it didn't take. Because I did that the other day, I thought, GK. Somebody said P-Dubs isn't live anymore. So what, did she get her live ended? What did she get done? Did she get a bunch of those locks ready to go? Or what was the deal with that? I can't wait to get those Parky locks. And I've got to talk to, what's his name? Cisco. I got to talk to Cisco about making some more of the Parky stickers, because I'm not real sure who all has one and who doesn't. You know? But yeah, I'm not real sure on that. And we've got a stuck pick. We're gonna start this one over. I knew this wasn't a good profile for this lock. Let me try. I don't like these for €1. Oh, you know what? Let's try the double McTickler. Let's try the double McTickler. Let me see how that works on this. See if we can't rake it into a full set. Yeah, no. These aren't really Euro profile picks, if you know what I mean. Very paracentric keyway, and this one isn't able to fit well. Let's see here. Get my good old-fashioned hook out. So, let's see. Back off the tension. It's alright. We're not, I don't got too much on there. I just gotta get, there's something, I'm in a nice false set. We just got like one more thing to click. I just gotta find it. And I think I need a longer hook. Or one of my Euro picks. This is pretty paracentric keyway here. No self-promotion. No, you can talk about your giveaways. You can talk about your giveaways, but, you know, don't come over here to sell stuff. Won't need to, like, sell your products on my channel, right? Sell stuff on your own channels. Can I unlock your heart? Oh no. Who locked it up? It's my brother Dylan's birthday. Nah. All right. You shouldn't bring your mom's you-know-what over here, buddy. Talk about your mom's you-know-what someplace else. Thanks. Okay, bye. All right. That was all right. Let's see. Here is this sergeant. Remember, Chris, when you sent me a sergeant and I repinned it because I thought I was going to do something? Well, I finally got one with regular pins, so it's actually pretty fun. And I just knocked over all my little dead soldiers. Such a shame. Such a shame. Oh, you didn't have to stop your stream, P-dubs. You didn't have to stop the stream. Yeah, this is, it actually turned out to be quite a fun little lock. And now, I don't know where in the heck I put the one you gave me, Chris. It's in my drawer somewhere, but it's in my drawer somewhere. Okay. If the sword just hits the arm, is that considered a false set? I don't get that one, Keybeard. I don't get it. A false set. I'm missing it. Anyhow, have any of you guys seen any drones? They're saying they're everywhere. They're everywhere now. So, you know, I want to know if there's actually people that have seen them. And now that I said drones, what happens to my chat? Yeah. So, P-dubs, we're gonna let the chat go for pretty much just nothing that's like, just don't be like perverts in the chat, and we'll be good. All right. That's about the only rules I've got on this one. And don't come over here to sell stuff. Yeah, don't come here to sell stuff. Promote the crap out of yourself. You know, I shout out and do all that stuff on my regular lives. We don't need to sell things on the live stream. We're just here to hang out. We're just here to chill. Yeah, keep English only. Yeah, keep it English only too, guys. Because I don't know any other languages. Yeah. You have at your house, Chris. Chris has seen some drones. Chris has seen some drones. I bet. I think that Slinky's the one that's flying all the damn drones out there, Chris. I think those are all your old drones that you're no longer using. Because I swear you've got like 1,000 freaking drones now. How many drones do you have? English only because that's the language I speak, and I can't read other languages while I'm picking locks, and I don't know what they're saying. And they could be saying all kinds of nasty, you know, dirty, horrible things to me. And, you know, I'm sitting here like an idiot and not knowing it, right? Or they could be insulting my mama, and I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Keith? What's up, Zoe? Roman? All right. P-Dubs had a troll first thing. Oh, no. I don't mind the trolls. I don't mind the trolls. You know, sometimes I'm crabby and I like to tell people off, so it makes it fun. Good evening, Greyhound. He'll send me a drone, Chris. Oh, goodness gracious. 45 viewers and only 22 likes. Hit the button. Hold on, let me refresh this because that can't possibly be. I mean, how could you not like me? If you don't, there must be something wrong with you. That's obviously all there is to it. I mean, it's free. Come on. All right, so elk, I'm actually just picking through this Lockwood. This would be just considered a kind of, I don't know if I would call it a Euro cylinder because it's an Australian cylinder, but just the Lockwood door cylinder, I guess. And I'm just searching for binding pins. I've actually got, I wanted to get out my 3D pin model. I wonder if I just have it right here. Let's see if I can find it very quickly for you guys. For all the people that don't know what it looks like inside of a lock, we can check it out. I wanted to put that out. Thanks for reminding me. So, let's see. This is what is actually inside of a lock. Actually, not these. Well, you could have these. These are the pins inside of a lock. So when we're picking them like this, we're pushing up the pins until it kind of goes like that, and then the lock opens. But there's a row of pins, right? There's like, this depends. You could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 8. There could be 8, you know. I have a lock with 8 in there. There's locks with 20. There's locks with like 20 different pins. There's lots of different setups. But that's like a pin tumbler lock right there. And let's see. I'm going to use just a regular hook on this one because this one actually has a bunch of little spool pins in it. David Romano, what's up? Aw, Mr. Inferno says, little man just read him a bedtime story. I love that. How old is he? How old's your little guy? No, it is not real life. You are dreaming. Move along. I think there's like a lady playing with dolls a couple lives down. You might like that one. She's like, this is Betty Boo. She's my dolly. She does get like 1 million views though, so she got something right. I'm about to bust out a dolly over here. Have you ever picked a lock before, Set? I guess not, huh? It's not that hard to learn, although I'm making it look like it either I suck or that lockpicking's hard on this one, because this is a crazy little lock. I picked out one with a bunch of spool pins and some crazy stuff inside, so it's taking me a little bit longer to pick. And I might actually switch it out altogether because it's annoying the shiz out of me. But it actually isn't that bad to learn. You can get lock picks and stuff, well, depending on where you are, pretty cheap. And that's a lot of fun. Big stress reliever. Unfortunately, I don't have any dollies here, though. Like I said, that lady with the dolls drives me nuts. I don't know how she gets that many views. Luckchuck's working on another robot. No, HN, I'm not a locksmith, just a lock sporter. Just like to pick locks. I'm actually gonna skip this one because I can't chat and pick that one. That was too ridiculous. Let's see. Here, this is what is this? A schleg. This is kind of like what people have on their doors right now. Yeah, a lot of people in this chat are actual hobbyists for lockpicking, yeah. Pretty much most of the chat. Probably, what do we got? 63, probably at least 20 of them are hobbyists. We just like to pick locks. And it really isn't that hard to get started and kind of start learning how to do it, you know? There's a lot of people that in Locksport that, you know, we help each other out. We help each other learn things and teach each other. Wow, that was ridiculous. That could have been on someone's front door. Did you guys see that? That was stupid. That was stupid. Yeah. I actually work for LPL SAT. I work for Covert Instruments. That's one, but I have the new Apex picks that I'm picking with. They sent me and a couple of others, they sent them a little bit ahead of schedule for us to try out, play around with, see how we like them, kind of promote them a bit. So I figured I'd hop on a live, hang out with y'all, pick some locks. I got some life stress going on right now. Just kind of crappy stuff, you know. So this takes my mind off it a bit. It makes me feel happy. You guys are all super nice and everybody's just, you know, it's a lot of fun. We got the best community. I don't think I have a quick set smart lock. I don't think I have one here. But I don't know if I could. Or no, I might have one, but I don't think I've ever picked it before. So I don't know. I probably could eventually, but I don't want to try it now because I never have. And so yeah, I don't know if I could. I also brought the leashy out. I've got the leashy with me today too. Oh, there we go. That is a Union Euro cylinder. These are on European doorways. They're usually like this though. They pick them like this way. They install them like this. But locks in America, we pick them, you know, we install them and pick them with the pins facing down like this. Keeps dirt, weather, things like that out of the pins that are inside, because like I said, this is what's basically inside of there. This whole setup with the spring and the pins. And if I don't know why they do it that way in, you know, in the UK, because you'd think like the weather gets in and then dirt and stuff would settle, you know, with gravity would settle down into this area of the lock. But in the US, we kind of keep our locks like this. We install them like this. And yeah, so I've got my leashy, I'm going to give a go on one of these Lockwoods. Here, this one's a nice one. This is my Lockwood padlock. And this is a 2-in-1 pick. I'm sure you guys have seen these on, I don't know. Maybe not commercials, huh? I don't know. I don't know if you've seen them. Probably on different, maybe on YouTube. Here and there. Trucker, what up? Alright, I can't remember how many pins are in this. Must be 6. Must be 6. And I'm just basically going to go through here and, you know, this little guide points out which pin the pick is on. And I'm going to test it out. And if it feels binding, I'm going to try to click it. All right. And just keep going through until hopefully it opens. But I don't know. All right. Got a nice click there. Don't know. These don't feel like they are binding. Here we go. Number 2. Oh. Geez, I thought that was going to be it. That number 1. I'm having a rough time with this one. It's got to be that number 1 pin. Let's see. There it is. All right. There it is. Oops, I keep losing my chat. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. This is just a regular quick set. This is just a regular old quick set, but I don't know why this one doesn't turn very good. I think the clamp on the back is just super tight because the keyway doesn't like to turn very easily. So I'll give it a go, but I tried raking this one and stuff, but it's really hard to do that with the the keyway being that clamp on the back so tight. Because you really have to kind of push on it in a weird way. I don't know why it's so tight. It's like it's these are usually very easy to rake, you know. Oh, okay, the clip might be bent. Aw, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Yes, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Please, please hit the like. That would make me super happy. But yeah, if you guys are into thinking about wanting to learn lockpicking, click that subscribe button and go check out some of the tutorial videos I got over here on my channel. There's tons of them, and you can actually get, you know, no matter where you are in the world, you can get a couple of lock picks and things to set yourself up, like to start, just to give it a try for relatively cheaply, you know, decent price. Give it a go. It is a whole lot of fun. It's very stress relieving. It really takes your mind off things, and everybody in the community is pretty nice, you know. We get a weirdo every now and again, you know. Trucker. But anyway, I mean, not that he's super weird or anything. He's just like mildly weird. He's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's like probably a 3 or a 7. He's probably a 7. Oh, Stu's pretty weird too. Yeah, Stu's probably a 7 as well. Yeah, yeah. All right, so look, we're full of weirdos here. Okay, let's just be honest. We're all super super weird. So, if you're a weirdo and you think you might like to pick locks, you probably have found your people. Welcome. I don't think people realize that lockpicking is such a huge such a huge thing. I don't think people realize there's so many lock pickers, not just lock picking lawyer and like McNally, you know. Oh, thank you, Finley. There's so many of us, and yeah, we have like a pretty big community. There's Facebook groups and Discord servers and Facebook and Discord and Reddit. Oh my. Plus YouTube. We got tons of people on YouTube, pickers on YouTube, a lot of them. And also, LPL stops in, the lockpicking lure stops into a live stream every now and again. Not these vertical ones, obviously, because they're like pretty much you have to do them by yourself. But, well, I mean, you don't have to, but he's stopped in quite a few of my live streams on my channel. So he stops in on YouTube, and so yeah, it's like it's a little bit bigger than you'd expect. We've been trying to get people to realize that, it's a YouTube thing as well, not just like gamers out there. There's also lock pickers out there. And I readied myself with stats tonight. I went out looking for people that, because somebody's bound. All right, so everybody in the chat right now, keep your eye out for the one person who stops by and who's like, I can't believe you're showing people how to do this. It's break into people's houses and stuff. There's always one. So I've got the statistics ready on that. I even put it in the description already because I know somebody's gonna say something. All right, so a rundown of how it works. All right, so basically, what you've got is this is just for pin tumbler locks. There's all kind of different. There's all kind of the last one. So yeah, there's all kind of different types of locks. Like you've got pin tumbler locks. You've got lever locks. Those are like, let me see if I can find one here. This would be a lever lock, with keys like this, and I'm sure you've seen these kind of locks on like, those old doors and stuff like that. No, I knew you were kidding. But for pin tumblers, that's basically where we start out at when we start deciding to learn how to pick locks. And that's why I like this little guy here, because it's basically showing you inside this keyway. So inside this little keyway here where we place the key, that's pretty much what this is. And it's just, there's probably, this one I think has 6. So it's got a row of like 6 pins like this, okay? So looking down here, there would be 6 of these all lined up back to back. So what I'm doing is taking my lockpick and I'm going in there and I'm pushing up on this, what we call a key pin, like this. I'll apply a little bit of tension. That's what these are for. Like you'll see this in there, So this will be in there. And I'm basically just tensioning this part right here a little bit. So I can create a tiny little shelf right here for this pin to sit on when it gets there. See how it sits right there on that little shelf? And then I go to the next one and I get the next one done. And then I feel around till I find the next one. Well, and then you go and once you find them all, your lock will then open. But all that's really securing any of these locks around your house are tiny, tiny little itty bitty pins. like very, very tiny little pins. So say your lock has, you know, oh, let's say like this quick set. How many do you think's in here? I think 5 is in here. So you've got 5 itty bitty teeny weeny pins. Let me see if I can find you the actual size of a pin. I have them right in the little thing here. Hang on. I'll show you just what the size of one is. They're very itty bitty, but that's pretty much all that stands between, you know, your front door and creepers trying to get in your front door. And these are large pins, but, you know, these are big. These are bigger pins, but that's, you know, that's pretty much it. These tiny little things are all that stands in the way, you know. But they can be difficult because there's a lot more to it than just that, but that's kind of like the basics of what you try to learn when you're starting to learn how to pick locks. And you can pretty much get like a little old master lock. You know, this one I just bought because it had this cool shrouded, like this thing around the shackle, which I thought was cool. You could buy like a cool little master lock and, you know, a little pick set for a couple dollars and basically just, you know, learn how to start out doing it. And then once you get better at picking the beginner locks, you know, you can move into locks that have security pins and locks that have different mechanisms, like I said, like the lever locks, and there's disc detainer locks. There's all kind of crazy ones. There's all kind of crazy different types of locks out there. But, you know, you basically just start out with this and then you kind of go move on and move on. And a lot of the people in the chat are lock pickers actually right now. So a lot of them will be able to answer any questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat, and you know, you can trust them. Most of the people in the chat know what they're talking about because a lot of these guys are really amazing lock pickers themselves. That are already in the Locksport community. Let's see. I want to see you put the springs back in. Oh, yeah, the springs. There's a whole bunch of tools for that. We've got specialized tools for that, for putting all the parts back in. But yeah, there's all kind of different you know, some of them now, like the pin in this, like these pins here are called key pins. This is what interacts with the key when you put the key in, you know, and then the key basically moves these pins to where it lines up with these automatically so that, you know, you can easily turn it. So you've got your key pins, and then these pins here, these can also be different shapes and things like that, and the different shapes are what makes them harder and harder to pick. I actually have some examples probably in here. Oh yeah. So there's a couple of different examples of different pins that you could find inside of a lock. Look at this one. This would be called a gin spool. There's pins that look like this in there. Got regular spool pins. That would be this kind. I don't know what the heck this was. I think this is oh no, that's another gin spool. It just looks a little weird. But yeah, there's all kind of different ones of these. It just makes it act a little bit differently when you're picking them, you know. And then you've got people in the community that make their own pins. So they'll make some crazy looking goofy pins and then send the locks around and challenge us to pick them, you know. Yes, I'm feeling the pins individually and basically sliding back and forth across the pins. Let me see. I have a see-through lock. Let me grab that. Then I could probably show you better. You know I got one in here, guys. Bear with me. Of course, when I need it, it's gone. Hold on. You know I have a couple. Oh, wait. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So this is what, let's see if I get it to focus. So when I'm going in to pick the lock, I'm basically putting my pick into the keyway here with some tension, of course. Let's do that anyway. So just apply a little bit of tension, and then you just put your pick in here, and then you're kind of pushing up each one of these pins with your pick. So you're sliding across them, and as you go through, you know, you'll feel one that doesn't want to move, and that's like the ones you want to kind of push up on. The ones that don't want to move, you kind of click them into place, and then go find the next one that doesn't want to move. So it's the theory of it. The theory of it is pretty simple, but when you're actually doing it, it can be very frustrating, and it can be a little bit of like, you know, a little bit more difficult than what you think, you know, but the theory of it's not too bad. And also, once you do it enough, you know, once you practice it enough, yes, set it, then move to the next pin that is binding. Correct. Yep. And you just basically go through, and that's all you're doing. It's just kind of going after the ones that don't want to move till they all get kind of above that, on that little shelf. You know, they rest on that little shelf there. Once they're all rested on that shelf, your core turns, and there it is. And it opens up. So, but yeah, you can get this set from Covert Instruments that has this lock with it, to kind of show you how a lock works. So like the key would go in, and it moves all those pins to the correct position inside of there to open it. And I have a lot of videos like with this stuff on my channel already that kind of shows you all the little details about how they work and things like that. Because there is a lot to it, but it's hard to kind of explain it all, but there's a lot more to it. But like I said, it's the basics is pretty easy to learn, and once you learn that stuff, like, you can pretty much learn the rest pretty quickly and pretty easily. Like, I've only been picking for this, what, about 3 years now, Chris? I would say maybe 2.5, 3 years now. Exactly. The Lost One says, we prey on the fact that locks are ever so slightly imperfect, and that's why they're pickable. That's correct. Yep. Laura, I've been about 2.5, 3 years-ish. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. It's been a minute. Learned a ton. I've learned a ton. Especially things that I thought, like, when I first started picking, it was like my 3rd day picking, and someone sent me one of these like this, and these are door locks, you know? So to me, I was like, that's really wild. Like, that's an actual somebody's front door, you know? Like, this is literally what Home Depot sells us to put on our doors, and contractors buy these all the time. Like, they're all over. And literally, I was picking for no time at all, and I was able to pick this lock. And when I picked this, I didn't even take it out of the vise. I stood up and ran to my front door and was like, please tell me that is not what I got on my doors. Because, I mean, for me to be able to do it, like, really early into me learning this was very scary to me, you know, because I'm like, that's crazy. They're that easy to get into, you know, that we Because I really used to think when I locked my door at night, I was like, dude, I'm good. Like, no one's getting in here. I'm good. I felt super safe and secure, you know, and I never realized that all that's, you know, between me and the outside world is just a few little pins from that's in your lock, you know. And so it was a big kind of like eye opener for me as to just how unsecure door locks really are. And you very much should not trust that to keep your house, you know, safe. But then you look up, and like I said, I was readied myself with the statistics because people do get mad when they see us on these lives picking locks and showing things like this. They're like, oh my gosh, you know, you're showing people how to be criminals. And but what did it say? I think it says, let me see, it's in my description. I even said, and before you get ready to yell at me for teaching people how to pick a lock, please note that statistics show less than 2% of burglars involve someone picking a lock. And obviously, like, we don't, you know, condone people picking locks for criminal reasons or anything like that. But yeah, not a lot of, you know, that's not how they get into places. They like to break into windows and just crazy things like that. They don't pick locks, and it does take some skill to learn how to do it, you know. So it's not just something that whatever people can do, but it's fun and it's cool to know how to do this stuff because then you know more about security, you know more about what is, you know, securing your house when you're gone, you know, like things like that at night. I always say get one of those, what are those bars called that you kind of like wedge in front of the door, that you kind of like lean up like that in front of the door to kind of keep your door closed completely. That's what I recommend everybody gets for their front and back doors, because it doesn't matter what kind of lock you have. If you have one of them, it doesn't matter, you know, because no one can push open your door. But I get the most freaked out in hotels because of just all the crazy things they have now that can open those hotel room door locks. Like, that's what freaks me out the most. But yeah, when I first started, I couldn't believe that I actually counted on like regular old locks just to keep me safe. And I literally thought I was good. I was like, oh, I'm good. My door's locked. Safe and secure. But yeah, no. I just think the illusion of it is just that, like an illusion of it. And plus, I think most women should know at least the basics in lock picking and how to kind of, you know, maybe not get into locks, but get out of locks should something ever happen. And you never know when you're going to be in an emergency and things like that, you know. Like if you're a mom and you've locked your keys in the car, just things like that, you know. Like, it would be better to know how to get into that. Especially like, you know, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons. But I think there's better reasons to know how to do it than to remain unknowing. Especially when the basics are super easy to learn, you know. Basically what I just showed you guys here with this and that's like the basics of it, you know. And that's a huge step in learning it. Spending a couple bucks to buy the tools isn't really, you know, that would be the next step, and it's not that much. That FNG kit's $10. Like, you can't beat that. And it really does teach you the basics, and you could be learning a ton of stuff about security and what's the best kind of locks. Like, the best kind of locks, I would say, are if you're in the US, probably like a Schlage Primus or a Medico that you could get for your, you know, for your own doors and things like that would be a Primus or a Medico. What do you guys think? I want to find that. I want to find the gem. I want to try the gem on this. It's not the gem. Here we go. Yeah, I would say the Protect too and Bylock. Well, yeah, but if you're in the US, I don't know if I would want to even do those, because if you ever needed help with it, they're expensive as hell to replace. Like $100 to replace it. Yeah, Smart Key's pretty good too. Yeah. Also, yep, true. Aaron, you're right. A couple of people that I know, like Isaac, you guys remember Isaac? He got into it, and Mr. Inferno got into it and became a locksmith. The longest, Laura, that it's taken me to pick a lock, it took me a month and a half to learn how to pick a lock called the V18. It's because it has like so many pins in it. It was the craziest lock I ever, geez, that probably I ever picked. But the longest sitting down to pick a lock, like after I already knew how to pick it and stuff, was about 20 minutes when I picked the V10. That was a good one. That one took me quite a bit to pick. That was a jerk of a lock. That was a black belt lock. That was a bad one. It was not a lot of fun. And today, this one here is getting the best of me, obviously. But I'm trying out different profiles on it. Different pick profiles actually pick differently. And just trying out different ones. It's been a while since I picked with anything but a hook, so I'm just enjoying basically learning how to pick them with different hooks. Sometimes they're surprisingly easier, sometimes they're surprisingly more difficult. This one's a pain, which I might just switch to a different lock if I can't figure it out soon. Oh no, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I felt a couple of them set pretty nice. Yeah, Mr. Inferno made a career out of it, out of his lock picking. All right, take care, the lost one. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on your way out if you haven't, and you want to check out some more lock picking later. Don't forget, lots of cool stuff over here. Lots of cool stuff. And obviously, like, everybody here is amazing, all that stuff. Mystery Magician, I'm late. What lock are you picking? I just picked an Asa 600, and I picked all these ones here. Not too many yet, just kind of getting the hang of it. This Scandinavian BKS lock from John Doe. He sent me this the other day. This one's a pretty nice one. Need to find a good tensioner for this, though. It's a pain in the butt. The tension. Okay. But yeah, just different pin tumbler locks. Just different pin tumblers. All right, Laura, have fun with the homework. Yeah, so here we go. All right, I think this one just has some spool pins in it, honestly. Some spools. Although this longer hook is a little bit annoying in this keyway. But, obviously I need it for this keyway. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, Chris. Very cool of you. Much appreciated, much appreciated. He's a little guy, he's cute. Luther, there's, well, Mr. Inferno would know. There's a lot of, depends on where you are, I guess, and then, yeah, you've got to kind of, go for schooling or training or whatever. I think it just depends, like, what, state or actually what country. Then if you're in the U.S., what state? Oh, that fun stuff. All right, there we go. There we go. Now, this one, I don't know what's in it. We're going to try it anyway. We can get the key out. There we go. This is one that Ryan sent me when he sent me all those daggone Medicos. And I need a good tensioner. This one should do it. Uh-oh, I heard a noise. Don't make me. Don't make me do it, people. Creepers. Alright. I don't know which pick to try because I don't know what's in this one. Let's try the gem. Let's try the gem profile. Oops, my chat disappeared. Oh, wow, holy cow. Oh, thank you, Trucking Lock. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's hard for me to see them. I'm actually looking up at my computer, up and over there. So, sorry about that. All right. My state has 0 regulations on locksmith. Anyone with a business license can claim locksmith. Out here, it's sad. Oh yeah, I've heard of some bad things happening because of that too. Because, companies sending out people that are ripping people off, and people think that, oh, this one's cheaper, I'll call them, and then they end up in the long run paying more money, because they'll quote them like a price to come out. They'll be like, oh, $90 to come out, and it could be anywhere depending on the job up to whatever. And then they get there and, then they claim it's going to take. That's another reason why I think people should learn this stuff, because you would know if someone's trying to rip you off when they're coming out, to if you would even need help at that point, because you could probably deal with it yourself. And, then if you did need somebody to come out, you'd be able to tell if they were trying to rip you off or not, because you would basically know the basics of what the hell's going on in the first place, It's good to have that, like, little bit of knowledge, even if you can't pick locks, like, crazy good or anything, at least you would know about it. Yes, bumping does actually work, and I did it a couple of times. Once I had the luckiest bump ever. I hit it one time and it opened and it was insane. But I really am terrible at it. But I've seen Jack Fox do a bunch. He does a lot of lock bumping. He's really good at that. But I guess it just takes a lot of practice, Just takes a lot of practice. But evidently it works. I can't I definitely don't have first-hand knowledge of it, because I've only gotten it a couple times because I was lucky. All right. Let's just say another Euro cylinder, which, again, you know, these picks that I'm using are more for the bigger, cute, you know, the things that you would see here. So, yeah, the Reaper set actually probably it actually does work really well on these Euro cylinders. The Reapers actually do. Yeah, I think it just kind of depends. They probably don't pick them, but locksmiths have a tons of bypassing tools and things like that to make the jobs way easier. Where they don't have to single pin pick locks like we're sitting here doing here. This is more just for fun. And yeah, I actually really love the Reaper set. I've got one and I really like it a lot. And some of the profiles are in this set that I've got here. The McTickler's one of the profiles. This low profile hook here is in this set. So, you know, a couple of them are in this set here with the handles, but I really do like these a lot. These come in handy on this isn't one of them. This is a gentle reach I added with it, but these come in handy on a lot of locks. And the McTickler is actually like one of my favorite profiles now, which I never really thought it would be because I'm not super into I'm not like super into raking locks, but I've been trying to learn how because I think that I think it's really cool to be able to do them very quickly, no matter how you're getting it, whether it's raking or whatever. I think the faster that you can do it, the better. Dustin, you can zip with the McTickler, but it's designed to do both. So it's designed to, you know, zip it a few times and set some of the pins that need set, and then you can actually, you know, finish picking with the pick tip that's with it. So you would just kind of, you know, zip it through there, and sometimes it'll just open it. You know, I've had that happen a couple times where I've just zipped one and it's just come right open. And I'm like, oh, okay, no more picking needed. But then if you do have to pick it, you can just, you know, finish picking it with this pick tip. This one here that's in this new set coming out, there's a double McTickler. Let's see. There's this double McTickler. So that's in the new Apex line, this double McTickler, along with the regular one. So it's got both of those. And it also has this one, which I find pretty fascinating. And this one's kind of like a triple peak rake on one side here. And then you can just flip it over and use the hook to finish if you've got a single pin pick, you know. So it's pretty nice. I like all these profiles actually. Let me try out this one on this ERA lock. Let's see how that works. Matter of fact, let's give it a try. Let me see how I should try it. Bottom a keyway for this. That might work. But yeah, it's designed to kind of rake it into like a falset and then finish picking it with the this might not be the best example because it's a Euro cylinder, but I just figure we'll give it a try and see. If not, we'll try it on one of the padlocks. Oh yeah, I think you got it. I should try it on a, let me see if I have, hold on. I know I have some, let me grab an easier padlock for what we would actually see these for. So, well, this, maybe this, and this. Let's see. Let's try these here. This one for sure. This one's the most ridiculous lock I've ever seen. These springs are just crazy. I probably won't even need to do much more with it than, let's see, should I? No, let's just do the top. I don't think it's gonna, I don't think this is going to need much of anything to open it because it's pretty easy to open, but I'm gonna need the bottom of keyway tension it. Hang on a sec. That's the Reaper tensioner. One of the tensioners in the Reaper set, which I really like. Yeah, there it is. Didn't even need to try to pick it. Let's try this one. This one sometimes needs picked as well. Let's see about this one. I just have to watch these rivets because you can actually get stuck. All right. So, maybe not with this one either. Yeah, it's getting caught up on this one. Oh no, there we go. All right, so now I got a false set and just kind of flip it over and use the hook part. Let's see. I don't really like bottom of keyway tensioning though, so I don't like that. It's not really leaving much room in the keyway, which I don't care for. All right, here we go. Stu would know better with the raking part. Stu's better at raking. But yeah, so pretty decent. Pretty decent little profile. A lot of these, like I said, these kind of hybrid type profiles are pretty cool, you know? And they're definitely coming in handy. Especially if you're trying to do like quickly bypassing things and stuff, you know? They also come in, they're going to come in the 20,000s, which will be the green handles, like the military green, whatever. And then the 25s, which will be the black ones. So you can get them in either, you know. Safe locks, I have one. I have one safe lock, and I did start to learn it, and then I got sidetracked on something else and never went back to it. But it is in my to-do list. In fact, it's sitting over on the other side of my dresser there, my tool chest, to learn because it's next up on the list. But yeah, we have lots of people in the chat that's also you know, we also do safe locks for sure. It's one of the quests you can do if you are trying to go for your if you're trying to go for a like karate belt flare belt ranking. You can actually learn to do the safes. Chris knows how, and who else knows how? Dig knows how. Anybody who else knows how to who else knows how to do that? Anybody else know how to safe crack? I know Chris. Mr. Inferno, do you know how to safe crack? No. 3D printed stand. Yes, this is a 3D printed vise. It's called the Chuck vise, mini Chuck. Sorry, the mini Chuck vise. And you can get these at 44 Delta. He sells them over there. Or I think the file for this is on Thingiverse. And Lockchuck, who actually designed this, just had to leave the chat. He actually just headed out of the chat. Okay, Stanley's a safe cracker. All right. Please don't forget to hit the like if you are hanging out and liking the channel. And also, don't forget to subscribe. We've got tons of amazing content over here. Not to mention, it's just always fun. We're just always having fun. You know what I mean? Super, super fun. Lots of lockpicking videos, lots of tutorials, lots of live streams. I do tons and tons of live streams that, you guys are all welcome to come and hang out. Sometimes I even have people hop in, like hop on screen and pick with us. The Lockpicking Lawyer shows up to a lot of the live streams. Like, we got a lot of fun stuff over here. And I'm trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. So if you are here and you're just hanging out, please click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And I'm super excited to hit 10,000. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I feel like forever. I feel like it's taking me forever. I'm going to get gray hair before I hit the 10,000 mark. It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, this is an Euro profile that somebody sent me a while back, and it's absolutely a pain in the butt to pick, and it's driving me crazy. It's super springy. Like, I swear the springs inside of this lock are like this big. Like, as big as this spring. This is what they feel like. It's insane. It's so springy. So springy. But it's, and you can hear it. It sounds like, I want to say hollow or cheesy or something. It sounds really cheap is what it sounds like inside too. I don't understand it. It doesn't sound like the other locks I pick, and I don't know why. It's a 3-star, so it's definitely got, like, it's a security feature lock, higher security. These Euro cylinders have stars on them. See the stars on the front? I don't know if you guys can see them very good. Here, 1, 2, 3. Depending on how difficult they can be, they either have 1, 2, or 3 stars, and that just kind of shows, like, the different types of, whether it's a low or high security. So this one's supposedly higher security. Maybe that's why it's being such a jerk, but it is a jerk. However, I think it's almost open. And plus, I'm trying out a new profile on this one. The gentle reach. So, we'll see. I might switch back over to a normal hook. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh yeah, for sure, if you do have a friend that is disabled, lockpicking is a fantastic hobby. We've got quite a few disabled community members. Find it very helpful. If you like doing puzzles, it's fun. If you're super stressed out all the time and have anxiety, like myself, it's a lot of fun because it keeps you literally super focused. Like, it's a little bit different when you're doing a live because you're trying to chat and, like, I'm looking at the chat and this, that, and the other. And so it's kind of a little bit harder to pick a lock during that because but when you're normally sitting down to pick a lock, you're kind of sitting there by yourself. You might be watching something or whatever, but you can actually sit and focus, But it does take, it's a big, like, stress, anxiety reliever. It gives you something to do. And like I said, we got tons of people in the community. Super nice. Obviously, you see how nice the chat is. Like, everybody's super cool over here. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Handsome says, you might not crack it. Too late. We cracked it. We cracked it. We cracked it, you handsome devil. Unless you meant something else. I don't know if you meant something else. What is going on? Oh. Oh, I lost my chat. Okay. But let's see. We are working on now these. This is a Mako 425. And sadly, they don't make them anymore. They are done making the Makos. Oh, what's going on? Wait. Sure, what's up, Dustin? What you got? What you got? Wait, what happened? What's going on? No, we don't want any, we don't want to have any fights in the chat. Alright, do you think Master Lock will actually send a hit? I don't know if they will or not. I don't know if they will or not. I honestly don't know. But, I mean, if there's anyone after him, they gotta send it after all of us, because, I mean, we basically recommend the... we recommend the Master Locks to the very beginner pickers. We're like, hey, if you're just learning how to pick a lock, get a hold of these Master Locks. The number 3, the number 1, the number 5, the number 141, the 150. Like, they are an embarrassment. So, yeah, they're probably mad at a lot of us, for sure. For sure. For sure. We are all pretty much like, it's making fools out of him. Although McNally really goes hard at it. He really goes hard at it. Yeah, he goes pretty hard at it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, yeah. So mods, that it's okay if we're just like, I just meant like no coming through and trying to sell stuff. Like no selling things and no, you know. Yeah, I don't want people to get mad about stuff. Yeah, P-Dubs is just trying to keep the rules of the, what do you call it? Rules of the live. I just said no, basically like no selling things, no like that. You guys all know that you come across my Thursday night lives and we give you shout outs and promote stuff, but we just don't want to sell things. That's all. But yeah, that's what I mean, like that. So that's okay if we're just like touching on things that somebody's doing or whatever. Let's see. You'll still like to use those. I mean, the thing about those are they're good for what you use them for. So like if you're just buying a master lock to secure somebody's locker, like especially like at school, you know what I mean? If you're just putting it on a school locker, like they're cool for that. You're not going to find too many people that know how to get into one of those. You know what I mean? And the shackles on them are pretty thick and heavy duty. So it's not like people are going to be cutting those, you know. But they're good for what they're for. You know, they're good for what they're for. And they're $10. But honestly, if they just have the core inside and made it like the 410s, the Master Lock 410s, they'd be like so much more they'd be like so much more tough to get into, you know? They'd be so much tougher to get into. But let me see. What even went on in the chat? I am so confused. All right. Well, let me see what we have going on in the chat. Okay, what do we got here? 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 Oh, shit, I keep losing my chat. I do not like this. All right. Yeah, that kind of thing's okay. Let's see. That kind of thing's okay. Yeah. I don't want to be... Yeah, I don't want to be too... I don't want to be too picky on, like, that kind of thing. I just want to do, like, you know, don't come over selling things. That's what I mean. Like, we don't want to sell things. Other than that, it's okay to, like talk about a little bit of that stuff. But also, don't pick on the mods people. They're here to help me keep things going while I am concentrating on being charming and wonderful and super amazing. So, you know, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed. We are so much fun over here. We're so much fun. We have a great community. We want to share the love of Locksport. Good day, Snake. He slithered on in here. Highly educated, welcome. Brandon, usually if you've set all the pins, it will open. Unless you've got maybe like a padlock or something, and then maybe that would be like something would be kind of rusted in the actuator, or the shackle might be stuck closed, something like that. But yeah, if you've set all the pins on most anything, unless it was kind of rusty or anything like that, then it will definitely open. Like, a lot of times you might be picking and feel like you're sitting there like, I know I picked all these, but it feels like you did, and it's not opening, because, like, that's where I'm at right now, pretty much. But I know for a fact I'm missing something, or else this stupid thing would be open right now. So, yeah, it does happen to where, you know, it feels like you picked everything correct, but yeah, here, I'm missing something. I think it's right in here, because I'm getting a little bit of counter rotation right when I hit that one pin, right there. But I'm afraid I'm going to overset. Oh, yeah, I did. All right, let's see what I missed. Let's try again. So yeah, and that happens. Basically stuck trying again because I messed it up. Alright, I messed it up. This is an ASA 600. This is barrel spools. Barrel spools. I don't know where Kraken's at, Snake, and thank you so much. Let me heart the super chat. Thank you. I don't know where he's at tonight. He's hiding. He's hiding somewhere. He's got little ones, so he might, you know, he might be getting like everybody settled in for the night. He's just settled down for a long winter's nap. No, I don't know. IDK. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me see what we got. Where are we at, people? Where are we at? Where's our chat? All right, holy cow. Thank you guys for all of the likes. Holy shit, 90 likes? Oh my god, I'm starting to feel like you guys actually like me. Thank you. I started out this live feeling super down and bummed out and depressed, and you guys just really made my whole freaking night. And everybody who joined in the chat, none of you guys were D-bags. Oh my god, this was the best chat ever. This chat just is killing it. This chat is killing it right now. You guys are freaking amazing. You guys are the best chat ever. You're literally the best chat going on the YouTube live stream shorts feed right now. So give yourselves all a pat on the back. Take that, YouTube. That's what's up. What? Lockpicker has a broken shoulder? What? What in the heck? What is going on? What turning tool? John, this is actually a turning tool out of the Reaper set. This is the... These are like the... I can't remember what they're calling these, but I call them super badass because they are amazing. Just got started. All right, ADHD. That is a nice set to get started with. Honestly, that will get you going through till, like, literally... I'm still picking with it. Like, I'm still picking with my picks out of the echelon. Like, you're good. You're good to go for a while. Picked my first 1100. Congratulations. That's a D-bag of a lock. That is such a D-bag of a lock. So, congrats on that, for sure. Yes, Jeff, these turning tools in the Reaper are my favorite. They are my favorite. Yeah, these are my favorite tensioners. I really like these. I like this little piece here that kind of holds it against the like face of the lock, so it's like not rocking and stuff like that. That makes it a lot nicer to tension. Because that rocking, that is what sends them shooting across the room, especially when you're first trying to learn. And those bottom of keyway ones, those, I don't know how he came up with those, but I absolutely love those too. The way he designed them so they kind of scoop down like that, they really don't get in the way as much as like those other flat bars do. And yeah, they're really nice. I really am enjoying them a lot. They did say they will, they will eventually sell the Reaper set kind of like on its own. Tension tools and the whole thing, like everything will be by itself. But as far as like right now, they're not going to be doing it just because so many people want the set that they don't want to kind of break it up. Because if they break it up, and then one thing goes out of stock, then everyone who wanted the sets are going to be like, kind of crap out of luck. And so they don't want to break it up just yet, but it will be broken up sooner or later. Any recommendations on a table vise? I really highly recommend one of these mini chucks, honestly. Unless you're looking for like a heavy duty, like 80-pound one, the Panavise is amazing. The Panavise is really nice, and you can buy the different kind of setup if you want. But this one really is so nice. It's super lightweight. Let me see. Oh, look, I'll get this giant lock and show you. So, like, you can literally, like, put a lock this size in this thing. And do you see that? Like, do you see that? It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. So, and it weighs like next to nothing. So it's very portable and stuff like that. But yeah, the Panavise comes in different sections. So you can get, you can get the bottom, and then if you like the smaller clamp part and I have the Pana Vice as well, but I use this one a lot because it's just, you know, I can move it off my desk or move it aside, and it's literally like I have like 15 of these, one in every color, like to match my outfits, I guess. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I used to do nail polish. I used to match that. Speaking of, I've got to do my nails for Christmas. So we gotta have like an old school Lady Locks Christmas nail polish live stream night. Like I think I have a really pretty red. I'll do like a really pretty red. We'll get like super bougie with it. What do you guys think? I think I have green too. I could do red and green nails for Christmas, and we'll just like do a super bougie red and green Christmas live stream. It'd be so great. Yes, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And you can always throw up some hearts. You can always throw up those hearts. That's okay. You can use the hearts. You can use the hearts. Those actually show up to show people how great our stream is. Yes, 44 Delta. I really do like the 44 Delta Vices. The file is also on Thingiverse. If you know of a what do you call it? 3D printer, you can always you can always put it out. You can always print it out yourself. Like if you have a 3D printer or you know of a 3D printer, you can always put it out yourself. Print it out yourself, I mean. But yeah, 44 Delta has these for like, I want to say, what is it, guys? $24 or something like that. And then if you get the clamp with it, it's like 30 or something like that. I'm not really sure. Corey, they pick pretty much the same as these types of locks, only the pins are kind of, instead of going up and down like this, you know, you're kind of looking at them like this. So it's the same exact thing, but you're kind of looking at them from this end of it, and you just have to push them in like this to get them to pick. But it's the same principle. It's very close to the same principle. And also they make the tubular, what are those even called, guys? I guess they wouldn't be called like, I guess they're not considered lock picks. What are they considered? The tubular impressioners or something. What do they call that? Yeah, that picking tool. I can't remember what it's called. I know there's like tubular lock pick, which is like that little flat thing, like Covert Instruments makes those. And they have like the tubular tensioner with it or whatever. And then they've got one that's like an impressioning kind of tool. Those are pretty cool. I have one of those, and I actually kind of like it a lot. I don't know that I ever have hand-picked a tubular lock. I think I've only used that tool. I think that's the only thing I've ever picked it with. I want to say. Yeah, I want to say that's about the only thing. Yeah, the one from CI. Yeah, that's the one I got too. It works great. It does work great. Yeah, they're okay, 20 to 24 bucks, and the clamps start at 10. Yeah, so they're definitely worth it. I love mine, and you know, I have one like, get them all in different colors. He makes them in all kind of different colors. They're really nice. Really nice. Oh, hold on, Nola. Yeah, G Keyman wasn't either. I don't know what happened to it today. I went on there and had, hold on. All right, try that. Try it again, Nola. G Keyman wasn't either, and I literally just made him one the other day. I literally just made him one on our last live stream. Like offhand. No, Nola was a moderator. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I had Nola and G Keyman and P Dubs and Ryan, I think. And G Keyman and what do you call it? Nola weren't in there anymore. And Chris, no, Chris wasn't. I can't remember. I can't remember. But this is in Avis something or other. And, let's see. Any tips for using the Genesis tension tools for topic QA? Ah, yes. Okay, John. So I actually have a video. Hang on. Let me hunt this down for you. I have a video for this because I just did a video about topic QA tensioning because it's horrible and it was labeled like topic QA tensioning sucks. Let me find it really quickly. I know it's right here in my list of things. I literally just made it. Let's see. Studio. Yeah, topic QA tensioning sucks. Shareable link. Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat for you, John, and then you can actually go check it out. But what you want to do is this wobbling like this is what was going to keep making it fall out. So you want it to be as tight fitting as possible, and you want to try not to get it to wobble this way. Okay, you want to try to have it so that it's like, the shortest end. So there's always two ends on the top. See how this one's a little bit longer than this one? You want to use the shortest end because the longer one, obviously, you're going to get that bigger wobble. So you want the shortest end, and you really got to have it as tight fitting as you can. And yeah, just make sure that it's not wobbling front to back like this, and you'll be able to kind of keep it in place. See, so this pretty much stays in place because it's super tight fitting. So it's just like, yeah, I can't translate that. I don't know what you're saying. You've got to put that in English because I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I can't read it. I cannot read it. Probably something Brazil Vice something one. I don't know. Sorry. Hello. In Brazil, do you know what kind of vice I would need is what my guess is, but I definitely think I'm wrong. Definitely think I'm wrong. But yeah, so for topic keyweight, like I said, you got to kind of keep it pretty, tight fitting and try not to get that wobble. It depends on what lock you're picking too, because a lot of times the keyway, like for instance, on a really big, let me see, like, okay, here we go. See this wide open keyway here? This is going to be hard to tension because of the keyway being so big. Like, it's literally going to be wobbly and just really hard to tension it. So for that type of keyway, I would use one. If you were like determined to use topic keyway, I would use this end of one of these flat bars, and I would do it like that because it's a little bit better fitting. You know what I mean? So, but if you have something like this, where it's a little bit, this one is smaller, you could use this tensioner, but your best bet is probably something like this, the shorter end in 50 thousandths, and it kind of stays in place even. I mean, it doesn't stay in place a whole bunch, but, if you hold it a little bit, it'll stay pretty good. but it can be rough. It can be rough. And when I started using it the very first time I did topic keyway, my tensioners would go flying out and fly across the room literally every 2 seconds. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. So, you just gotta really practice. I think that was the main point of my video, is just, those tips, and then just practice, practice, practice. Like tons of practice, because if you don't practice, then the next time you go to do it, because sometimes they don't even go flying, they'll just fall straight down just because you're using such light tension and you're not having to push on it too hard, and it'll just it'll just fall straight downward, and you're like, what the hell? So it just really depends. But yeah, if those Z bars work great, so don't like overlook those, because they do work really well, Yeah, even the ergo ones take a lot of practice, and it depends, because like for me, I don't prefer those. But I don't know if it's because of how I've been tensioning my locks, but I like to tension it with them being like straight up and downish. Like I prefer it this way than curved. Like I prefer my hand placement like this than curved. So that's another thing. It just depends on what you're more comfortable with at the end of the day. It's just mainly what you prefer, what you're used to, what you're more comfortable with. And any tool, if it makes it so that it's easy for you to pick your lock and you get your locks open, then you're doing it right and you've got the right tool. And so congratulations. Whatever works is what works, and that's it. That's it. Please, everybody, don't forget to hit that like button if you just popped in and you're scrolling past us and you think you might like to learn how to lockpick. Hit that subscribe button. It's right at the top there in bright red. If you're seeing it, that means you haven't hit it. So please hit the button and subscribe, because this is like the best channel. We're so much fun. So much stuff over here. So many videos. Video after video after video of just lots of stuff. Lots of knowledge for you to find. Especially if you want to learn different types of skills for picking. I've been there and been down that road, most likely. I have at least a little bit of advice on it. I screwed up so much stuff already. Trust me, go check out my channel, and then you don't have to screw it up for yourself. You could just watch me screw it up, figure it out, and then you don't have to do the same mistake. And then you don't have to do the same stupid stuff. Tara, I totally understand. We're actually just picking locks. Okay, so I'm over here just picking a lock, and it's a lot of fun. We've got lots, I was just saying, lots of tutorial videos over here on the channel. So even if you wanted to learn how to do this, you totally could. It's not that difficult to get the hang of when you're first starting. Now, learning it and getting better at it takes a lot of practice, but getting started, that's the main thing. Once you start learning how to do it, you can pretty much do this. You can get into all of these. What you need for lockpicking is basically a lockpick and a tensioning tool. Depending on where you are in the world, you can get them from different places, and you can spend probably around $20 and get like decent tools, pretty good tools that you're not gonna, like Amazon sells a set, for instance, and they're total trash. There's a whole bunch of them, but they're trash. So you think you're getting something because there's so many, but like you can use maybe 2 of the picks out of all of them. But if you spend that same $20, say, at a reputable tool company, you can get good ones that will last you for a while, and hey, if you don't like it, you can freaking re-gift them. You can just wrap it up and give it to somebody else, and then, that's such a cool gift. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't be like, dude, that's so cool. You just found me. You got me lockpicks. That's so cool. But like, are you in the US, Tara? Covert Instruments about to come out with this set that's like magnetic and just super different, interesting, cool, hard case. Like, we've not seen this stuff before, so it's all pretty interesting and neat. So they're about to come out with it, where it's going to be a magnetic set. Okay, so Georgia. So Covert Instruments actually sells a set called the FNG, and it comes with a clear see-through demonstration lock, so you can actually see what's happening inside of the lock. Plus, it comes with a lock pick and tensioner and a rake, like a couple different lock picks, let's just say. It comes with a hook pick, like it's not this specific one, but it's a hook, which is what you need to learn how to pick, and a rake, which is something like this, which is to get into them a little bit faster. Tensioner, you can test it out, see if you like it. It's $10. If you don't like it, put it all back in the case, wrap it up and give it to somebody else. Yeah. Yes, Dustin, they actually sponsor me, and I do work for them. Yeah. But yeah, you get that for $10. You can give it a try, see if you like it, which I guarantee you will. You'll become addicted to picking like that. Like, really. It's Covert Instruments, the FNG kit. Let me see. I can give you a link, actually. Matter of fact, give me 1 second to pop up the link. I literally have them in my computer. Yeah, it's a very nice set, and like I said, it's $9.50. Yeah, here it is. It's $9.50. Like, literally nothing. And then if you don't like it, you can re-gift it. That's what I say. Re-gift stuff. I'm always re-gift it. Yeah, there's a link to it, Tara, right there in the chat. And yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to start out, is a hook and a tensioner, just to like try it, and you can actually kind of like pick this to see how it looks like when you're picking, but you'll eventually, probably soon after getting it, want to get something like this Brinks locks. You can get this at Walmart for I think $8, and this will show you what's happening when you're picking this. You know what I mean? Like, this shows you what's going to look like and what's actually going on inside. Like, I don't know if you stopped by earlier, but I was saying, like, this is what's actually down this keyway when you're picking a lock. And I'll show it real quick again. Like, so you've got the keyway here. And I said, this is basically what's in there, right? So whenever you're picking it, you're basically trying to push that bottom pin up just like that until you kind of get this to rest on this little shelf. And you get the shelf by tensioning it with it would be like a tensioning tool like this or something. So you tension it, right? And then you take your lock pick and you push up on it, and you get the pins to rest on that little shelf. And then once you do that to all of the pins, your core turns and your lock pops open. And when you use this, you can actually just see what's happening. And that way, when you get a real lock to actually pick, you can kind of envision it in your brain. And that's pretty much the main part of lock picking, is like, you have to envision everything in your head and feel around for things. That's why I said, like, it's such a like a stress reliever, anxiety reliever, like, because you really have to focus. You really have to focus on what you're doing and feel around in there, and it's like, doing puzzles almost, like, by feel, and so yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And like G Key says, it's also a life skill. Like, it's literally a life skill. Good night, Mr. Inferno. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. You are amazing for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yes, and like Raccoon says, it gets your fingers used to the feeling of the hook on the pins. It takes a lot of it takes a lot of finesse. But yeah, it really does, it really does, it's addicting. And then, you've got all of us to help you. If you need help with anything or have any questions, you can shoot me an email or, just hop on the channel. I'm live every Thursday. And also just comment on any of my videos and I answer every comment. So if you need help with anything, or have any questions, like, we're all around, we're all here. We also have a Discord server and stuff like that, like, if you wanted to hop on that, like, so we're always around, and everybody's always around to answer questions. There's a subreddit r/lockpicking. That's a great subreddit to join as well. Pretty much everybody over there is pretty nice, the single pin lock functional, like this one. Yeah, it pretty much functions. That would be it. It opens. And I can change the pins. It comes with different security pins that I can put in to kind of show how they pick and stuff like that. I actually have a little short series I did on my channel with this exact model thingy, and I put different pins in this part to show like how they worked and stuff. It really does show you, like, it helps you envision everything so much easier when you see it like that, compared to just trying to like imagine things, or even when you see it like in this way, it's still hard to kind of, put together that this is actually what you're seeing, this is actually what's happening in there. Oh, that's awesome, officer. Yeah. Yeah, it does help. It really does. Like, I have some nerve issues on my picking hand, and sometimes it'll literally just go numb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's what do they call that? Carpal tunnel or something. But yeah, it'll go, like, just go numb, and it kind of sucks, but I swear, like, picking just kind of helps it, and a lot of people say when they have nerve problems and stuff, doing lock picking is a lot of, it helps with getting your, what do they call that? Muscle memory, and they call that, crap. I can't remember what they call that. Your dexterity, that's it. All right, so the best starter kit, in my opinion, if you know for sure you want to do this and you don't want to buy the FNG that's $10, like the FNG has this in it, it has a rake, it has a hook, and a tensioner. So this is $10. That kit is $10, and it's literally probably you could probably pick quite a few locks with that set. Just having that rake and that pick, you can pick tons of different locks with it. But if you want like a bigger set, they make the Genesis set for like $25 or $30. And it has like a few different things in it, a little bit more of a I think it has the 3 sizes and tensioners, and so that way it comes with a little bit more things. So it just depends. Like, if you think for sure you want to go for it and you're going to be using it and don't mind spending the $30, the Genesis set is pretty decent set to start out with. But if you just want to try it out and get the plastic demonstration lock, You can get that for $10 in the FNG over at Covert Instruments. But yeah, it just kind of depends. Like for me, I knew right away I was going hard. I was going for it. Like I was gonna get all this stuff, and I just spent. But I stupidly got the Amazon set, and you know, I got the Amazon set and shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have. It came with a lot of junk that I literally didn't use. No, it probably won't help your sciatica, Christopher. It probably won't, but it sure will help your it sure will help, like if you're having like, I don't know, anxiety and like depression and stuff like that because of sciatica. I know that it sounds stupid, but sometimes just getting your mind off of things and doing other things really does help. And I like it just for my anxiety because I have terrible anxiety. Like, you wouldn't know it, because like I have a lot of fun with doing the live stream, like just hanging out with everybody and explaining lockpicking and stuff is fun for me. And especially when I'm having a bad day, if I just like sit down at my desk and just start picking locks, that's really a lot of work. So your mind is focused so much that you just like forget everything else, you know? Yeah, the Genesis. Oh yeah, it also does come with a case. That's true. But yeah, just like if you're in the US, that's a great one to get. And it's $30, you know. Oh, thank you, Jose. Yeah. There you go. You can also like I said, you can get into, there's a lot of different, like McNally does bypassing and stuff like that, and that's what I've been getting into lately on my channel, is doing the bypassing and raking. And that's like how, when you like literally will like do like zipping locks and stuff. Like if you watch my shorts on my channel, they're not like, I mean, it's all lock picking related, so they're not like super interesting, but it shows you the different techniques of like raking and zipping and things like that, which that's a lot of fun because you can get things open way quicker, you know, that way. Especially, yeah, like Newhall says, like as a locksmith, bypassing is a great skill because you want it as quick as possible, you know? Yes, Dustin. Lockpicking Lawyer and Rob Pengor own Covert Instruments, yeah. Yeah, he's actually on a lot of my live streams. If you go look on through my lives, there's a couple of them. I think I took down or I privated a couple of them, but they're still like, he was on one a couple weeks ago because we were talking about this new set, but he pops into my live streams quite often. So he does it when I'm not looking too. He could be watching right now, literally. He's always surprises me when he pops in. I won't even think he's looking, and then all of a sudden he'll be like, send me the link, and I'm like, It's pretty that's another thing. Try doing a live stream and never knowing if LPL is watching you. Yes, Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I usually do like not one of these verticals. I'll do like a regular one because sometimes I have, yeah, like LPL will pop on, but I can't have them like hop in if I'm doing a vertical. So I have to do like a regular one, but we don't get as many new people that come by those because for some reason they don't see them. So I like doing these verticals just for that reason. Like there's so many of you guys out there that don't realize, you know what I mean? It's so much fun to learn how to lockpick, and it's not that hard to get into. And once you start, like, it's just like with school. When you start out, like, if you're in kindergarten, all this stuff from 5th grade seems super hard, right? You're like, oh my God, multiplication, that sounds crazy. But you have no idea, like, what the hell that even is. But when you start kindergarten, kindergarten's not hard. And then you go to 1st grade, that's not hard. And then 2nd grade, you know, so it's kind of the same with lockpicking. You start out and it seems crazy, but, you know, then it's like you learn little by little and eventually you're just like super into it. And you've got a drawer, an entire toolbox full of freaking locks. Like one of these days I'll have to like, I'll have to show you guys my toolbox full of locks. You guys, it's actually embarrassing. It's a little on the obsessive side. Marissa said, started not long ago. New house has been busting out of cuffs and 4 different locks. That's awesome. Yeah, I think all females should know how to get out of, at least know the basics in locks and know how to bust out of cuffs for sure. For sure. Yeah, we've got a really great community. We really do. Oh yeah, aren't you Newhouse's wife? Like it. I can't. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and like the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got tons and tons of helpful, you know, tutorial videos. I've got an entire tutorial list. We've got it all. We do giveaways on our Thursday live streams. Sometimes we have the man himself pop in. And I swear, one of these days I'm going to try to talk McNally into hopping onto a live. One of these days. One of these days. Yeah, Sienna's got a lot of stuff. I mean, it's because of, you know, it basically, I think LPL designed everything, like, for lockpicking, and then they started doing things for, law enforcement, ambulances, like, fire departments, that kind of stuff. And so basically, they pretty much have like so much different stuff for different things, you know? They have those under the door tools. They actually gave me one of those, and every single time that I go to a hotel, I forget to take my under the door tool because I want to make a video showing how it works. And I never remember the stupid thing. I have it sitting here and I can never do it. Because I'm like, I don't have a door that it would work on, like here at my house, and then I went to I had the perfect hotel room door last time I did a hotel, and like, I was like, dude, I totally forgot it. Lock's gonna pick my heart. You can go check out the, Lovelock bridges for that. Under the door tool in 4 years. Used it once. Yeah. They're probably more for like lock chuck in the fire department and stuff like that. They're more for like rescue and things like that. They're not for like lockouts. They're for like when the fire department has to check on someone or get into a hotel room or things like that. Ambulances, that kind of stuff, and they don't want to do destructive entry. And that's more probably what they would fall under. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They got some of the best design design minds ever. Like those guys design so much stuff. It's sick. Yeah, John, they still have some tags out there. I don't know what, I'm not real sure what state they're in right now. Like what ones are still out there, but they definitely are doing them. And I definitely have Lady Locks tags that I want to put when I'm out and about, put out somewhere, and then if somebody finds one of my tags and gets it, then they win something. So I really have to set that up. I could be putting one out here where I live, and yeah, I could send one to you, trucker, and I can do one next time I go out to Covert Instruments. I could do one out that way too. But I do think McNally's coming to where I am. I think he's coming in my town for a bridge raid soon, and I'm trying to score myself an invite for that. That would be so badass. Oh my god, how cool would that be? To literally do a bridge raid with McNally. That would be like one of my like Locksport dying wishes. All right. I'll have to send some out. For sure. Because they sent me quite a few with my, what do you call it on there? Oh, you're stuck with an abloy. I say call Newhouse. He's the locksmith. Hope you have some bolt cutters and hope you know some prayers. I hope you know some good prayers, my man. You are effed. How do you unlock the next level? I don't know. I am not sure. I mean, if it's a lock, I could unlock it, but how do you do it? I really don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see. I don't like this. Let's see. What else could we got here? I picked through like almost everything I had here that's even remotely fun. Let me see. I thought I had a leashy for this. I think I have oh yeah, let's do a leashy. Those are cool. The leashy's cool. Yeah, get out the grinder, buddy. But if you're chained up, just say a good prayer or two. We will, we'll, say a prayer for you, and then we won't think of you anymore. And we'll just laugh because you should have learned how to lockpick already, and you didn't. Guess you should have learned it. Yeah, if P-Dub said you should use your safe word. Yeah. I don't really know what lock's unpickable. Somebody sent me an unpickable lock and I slayed it in like I think it was like 2 minutes. It was ridiculous. It's on my channel. You can check it out. LPL sent me a challenge and I slayed that too. Yeah, the unpickable lock, I picked that one pretty quickly. But I don't know that there's truly like the Boley is pretty unpickable. The Boley's pretty unpickable. From what I thought. But yeah, I mean, none are unbypassable because worst case you definitely just get out the grinder. You know, or drill it or something like that. That's that's the sad reality of it. But for fun, you know, for fun in lockpicking, we like to try to get we try to challenge ourselves. We don't always take like the easiest way through things cuz we want to, you know, have that fun of learning how to pick things and, you know, basically kind of like expanding our skill and knowledge of a lock and not just slicing and dicing through it. But it just depends on what approach you want to take. Like if you want to, you know, if you want to get the quickest way in, you would learn how to do raking and bypassing. Make sure you have cutters because that's the quickest way past things. Just stuff like that. But if you want to learn to actually lock pick and single pin pick, that's kind of like the challenge, you know, that you have to kind of increase your skills and do all that kind of stuff. Aw, happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday to Nick Kerr. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Tell Nick we wished him a happy birthday. Does he pick locks? Does he pick locks? Oh, you made me say the N word. Oh no. Oh no. Look at that. Nick there isn't real. I see that. I see that. I see. My favorite lock. Let's see. My favorite lock is the Mako. I like the Mako. I like the Makos, but I don't have any more. I have like 2 or 3 left. This blue one is a Mako, and I've got a Mako. What is it? A 427? I have a beautiful 427 with my logo on it. But that's about it. That's the end of the Makos. They quit making them. They quit making them. Not on you, Lady Lux. Oh. That's alright. That's alright. I didn't really say it. You'd know if I said it. You'd know if I said it. I didn't say that. How many picks have you locked tonight? I haven't locked any picks. But I've picked a few locks. Although this one's not really. This one isn't really going too good with this leashy. I think this is standard pins, and so it's not really giving me good feedback, that's for sure. I feel like I'm getting something on a couple of them, but then they just kind of go. They just go. And that's it. They're not really setting right. But this is a lock 10 with a lock wood leashy. So, oh shit, I lost my chat. I lost my chat. Let's see. Now they make. What's the purple lock? That was a Brinks. Wait, this one? This is a Brinks. Just out. Oh, I don't do like your mama. Let's see. I have one of those Harley Davidson locks. I do have one of those. That was like, I want to say, probably one of the few that I got when I first started that somebody gifted to me. He sent me one of them Harley Davidson locks. I think it's just a master lock. This one here. This is a Lockwood 214 A40. I got this one off Pocket Woman in Australia. But it is just like those 334 B45s. It's pinned pretty much the same as those ones. However, it definitely wasn't that definitely was a lot more expensive. They were expensive. Dustin, I do have, you know what? I don't know if I have a tutorial on it, but I've picked a couple of things with it. I want to say on shorts, but I don't think I've actually did a tutorial with it. But there was one short that I did when I used it though, and I did explain like, you know, how to get it to go and stuff like that. Knox Locks, what's up, buddy? How are you? We haven't seen you in a minute. How you been feeling, Knox? How's everything going? No, haven't heard from Sadistic in a while. Look, dude. What's up, buddy? How's your night going? Yeah, I haven't heard from Sadistic in a minute. Haven't seen him on Facebook, haven't seen him anywhere, actually. I know he was having a lot of medical problems. Dustin, if I was you, I would start by looking up probably calling a locksmith in your area. What state do you live in? I think it would depend on your state, to see what regulations and things like that you guys would have to go through. I don't, like, some places don't have any, but, you know, some places do. Oh, you know what, Knox? I wouldn't even bother trying to catch up. Catching up is like so catching up is ridiculous in this. You know that. Trying to catch up on videos and things like that is just unattainable. It's an unattainable goal, brother. I wouldn't even try it. I would just like just hop in at any point and just continue on, but catching up, no. I wouldn't even worry about catching up. It's so hard to catch up. Illinois. Yeah, I'm sure we can probably look that up for you, Dustin. Are you on the Discord? Are you on Discord? You'll have to hit me up on Discord and we can try to figure out what you would have to go through. Or I'm trying to think. There is a state by state. There's a state by state. What do you call it, over on the? Damn it. Lockpickers United Discord server. And every state is represented in there. There's probably people from your state over there that you could, oh no. What about Facebook? You on Facebook? Oh, there you go. Aloha has a link that will tell you if you need a license. You can check on there to see if you're interested in trying to find that out. Yeah. Yeah, some places need schooling. Some places just need to, you know, like Newhouse says, anybody could just hop in and do it, or you might need schooling. Just probably depend on your state. Yeah, this is one of the ones that I bought. They have all different colors of these, and I bought it, and I pinned them all differently. I have like one in every color. Some of them are pinned pretty wild. The most recent lock that I bricked, I bricked the Dom Saturn. Just trying to put it back together one time, and I sent it off to, who did I send that to? I sent it to Retep, and he was gonna drill it to fix it, but he just banged on it and it unbricked, and he sent it right back. So it wasn't too bad. And that was a while ago. That was quite a while ago. But it's been a while. It's been a while, I'm happy to say. It hasn't been too long ago. Or, I mean, it hasn't been, recently. It was pretty a long time ago. Yeah, this one has some cray bitting. But if you have a long hook, it's not really that big of a deal. Just don't know if this hook's going to be long enough. What are our best locks to pick? Best locks can be very easy to rake. You can rake them open very quickly and easily a lot of times. I picked one maybe once or twice, but I've raked mine open a bunch of times. But I think they're only ranked purple belt, so if you just practice it, I'm sure you can get the hang of it. Do you do the belt? Do you do the belt system, Dustin, by chance? Probably not, but because that's basically kind of helps give you an idea of around, where they're ranked, like whether they're super tough or kind of tough or difficult or easy. But yeah, they're very easy to rake open. I tried picking them up for the longest time when I first was picking. And man, I mean, I tried so hard and it was driving me crazy. I'm like, how do people figure this out? And someone was like, just try raking it. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, that's going to even do anything. 2 seconds later, it was open. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It was wild. I don't know why that is either. Yeah, I think if you do them, I want to say if you pick a kid control and, um, you know, control and open at the same time, like, at the same in the same picking session, it's what is that, brown or purple? And then if you can pick one or the other, it's blue or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember which one's which or which color it is. But it's listed over on LPU belts, I'm sure. I think it's just listed under like SFIC or something. Yeah. Yeah, a quint rake. Try a quint rake. I would mess around and try them all just because. You never know what's going to work on what lock. I like that double rake a lot. That's probably my favorite profile. I'm going to put this in a vise, actually. Where'd I put my vise now? I lost this on the bitch. Yeah, city rake probably. I don't know about city rake. Yeah, city rake. I don't know. I don't think I've ever even gotten anything successfully open with this city rake. Oh, take care, new house. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, thank you. We'll see you guys. We'll see you later. Oh, okay. G Key says, oh wait. I have not tried the new Jimmy Longs yet, Knox. But as of right now, my favorite is these Covert Instruments Apex. They are badass. I'm on a kick. I'm on a kick of Apex. I absolutely love them. They get the job done. Got all kind of cool new profiles. We are rocking it. We are rocking it. Let's see. A traveler's hook. I don't have a traveler's hook. Yeah, I don't have one I can even show. But it's for kind of reaching in and popping certain latches. Addicted to tools. All right. Well, thank you for your great advice. But I've opened like 1,000 locks before. Thank you. And I haven't bent or broken a pick yet. So, thanks. 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 Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, the traveler's hook. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my covert companion. I don't think I've tried one on anything yet, actually. I think that's the big, that's that big giant one, isn't it? Or am I thinking of the wrong thing? You know what, Knox? We showed the comparison over on the, we've shown the comparison over on the, that one live we did. Robert showed them right next to each other. And, they're a little bit smaller. Like size-wise as far as the handles go. But I don't know about the profiles because we weren't able to, at that time, he didn't have the profiles available for us to, you know what I mean, see the final profiles on them. So I didn't have a actual comparison on that part. But the handles are a little bit smaller than the Jimmys. But they're right around the same size, I think. Length and everything else. Thickness, like that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think this hook is long enough. I've got the worst bitting on this one, and I don't know if this hook's long enough. I can't remember. Got a nice falset, but that's about it. I think that's about it. That's about it. That's about it for this one. There we go. Finally. Alrighty then. Yeah, I am a little bit heavy-handed. When I do pick, I am a little bit heavy-handed, but yeah. I mean, none of my tools are bent or broken. And I've picked lots and lots of locks. And, yeah. It was just because of the bitting on this one. The pick I have really needed to be a hair longer, but it wasn't. But I may do. But anyways, guys, we picked a ginormo pile of locks tonight. Yeah, this was an Abyss. Wait, I have it on here. This is just a simple Schlagsee and an Abyss 8345. And I think this is the key here. Hold on. Yeah. And it was this key right here. A little bit cray-cray. A little bit crazy bidding, addicted to tools. So, that was that. But, yeah, I am a bit heavy-handed on tensioning. I am guilty of that. But all of my tools are, you know, not bent. And I make do. I'll make do. I'll make do with what I got. The skills that I got. Yeah, I have a collection of these ones that I have in like different colors. They come in all different the aluminum ones, all the different colors. And I basically kind of pinned them up. I got them in all different keyways. And I just kind of pinned them up how I thought they could be like the worst bidding and things like that. Just to make them a bit extra challenging. And I want to say I have one left that I still have to pin up. Believe it or not, this one's really hard. It's literally like 4 pins, I think. But the keyway sucks. Look at this. I don't even know what this one is. The master or something, I think. Or something like that. It's so ridiculous, and I do not like it. But yeah. Yeah, and then I've got one last one of another keyway that... See, I can barely get this back in it when I take the key out. Okay. And then I got one last one that I still have to pin up. It's 0 bitted still. This orange one. The best luck. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if it's in the drawer here. I think it's right here. Hang on. Here we go. Let's see if I can. My worst thing is finding tensioners. Alright, this will work. I wonder if I have another one too. I can't remember. Hang on. This might be getting stuck. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get a bigger one here. That one might be getting stuck in there. I really don't know. It's been a minute. Wrong one. Which one should I use, B? I have not raked these in a minute. I don't know what the hell rake I used. Let me try this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any luck with it. It's been a minute. Nola might be a better one to rake that, rake one of these. I think, yeah, that's just a generic one. I think I probably raked that one, and I think I have one that's in a cylinder that I've raked. I don't know if I ever raked that padlock, but yeah, that was that was a fun one tonight, everybody. I appreciate you guys all hanging out, tuning in. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you go. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We got lots of cool stuff over here on the channel. We've got some fun, tutorials, things like that. I appreciate you all stopping by. We'll have to do it again in a couple days. What's today? Tuesday? Wednesday? We're already into Wednesday? Goodness. So we'll be on tomorrow, Thursday. You guys should all come back for the regular, it's not going to be a vertical. It'll be a regular stream. But you guys are all invited back. I really want you guys to all come back and hang out. And, sometimes we have people join the stream and pick with us. So, maybe you can join the panel, pick some locks with us, hang out with us. We do usually try to cover certain subjects on there, do certain demonstrations. It's more of a podcast type lock, what do you call it? But, we do a lot of picking on there as well. So anything you guys want, we usually try to demonstrate and things like that when it comes to picking. So come back and see us Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please hit the like button. It's super, super free. So is subscribing. You definitely want to stop back and hang out with us. And yeah, thank you guys so very, very, very much. I love you all. Thank you for coming, and I will see you on Thursday, I hope. Bye.